So, namaste everyone. Welcome. I hope my voice is audible. And today we are celebrating Gita Jayanti, which was actually on 14th of December. And we are now celebrating today. And the reason we chose to celebrate on a Saturday on a weekend is because our activity that we have planned has to take 6 countries together. And it's a huge task, and it's kind of for the first time we are doing. And hence we wanted to make sure the participation of all the participants from different countries. And hence we chose to celebrate on Saturday. With a brief introduction to today's agenda, we will quickly go around all these countries from where we have our participants. And then I will be presenting some details about our accomplishments of Gita Vidya and the plans for the next immediate future. Today is an auspicious day to all, and particularly to us at Gita Vidya, because our very purpose is to spread the divine wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. This initiative took shape in 2018, from when I started putting together a structured learning program that can disseminate the divine wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, particularly for beginners. Beginners in the sense, be it children or adults or seniors, whoever is starting their journey with Bhagavad Gita for the first time is whom we consider as a beginner. And hence this course is for all age groups. And the way we structured this course is most of it is online, connected through today's digital tools and technologies, making it more convenient, more customized for individual learning and self-progress. 2019, on the day of Gita Jayanti, we announced this course to the world. And by 2020, Gita Jayanti, I got an opportunity to teach this course at the Hindu University of America. And since then, I have been teaching. We have 3 batches successfully completed at Hindu University of America. And today, 2021, the year, on the day of Gita Jayanti, we are expanding ourselves as Gita Vidya Kendras, centers, in 6 different countries. All this progress was merely possible because of the blessings of the Almighty Sri Krishna and the love and enthusiasm that has been shown by all who have supported this movement, this initiative. And hence today, I take this occasion to thank one and all who have been very supportive in making our journey successful. Today, we have these centers joined via Zoom, and I would like to go around introducing each one of them. And I would like to start with my first batch student, if I may call, in Hindu University of America, the most dynamic and enthusiastic in the whole class, Mr. Mohan Ramaswamy, who is currently residing at New York, United States of America. He has been a very supportive person from the beginning and very candid in his feedbacks that have helped me in shaping some of the new developments to this course. And I'm thankful to you, Mohan Ramaswamy ji. I welcome you to kindly share your experiences and the support that you are rendering to Gita Vidya from New York, from your place, with your participation. Over to you, Mohan
And
Ramaswamy.
Dhanyavada Gopiji, and you are much younger than me, but you are my Guruji after all. I have been exposed to Bhagavad Gita for a long time as a senior, but this offering that Gopiji had at Hindu University of America is a completely different approach that can be taught to all levels, in my opinions. I am Mohan Ramaswamy, and I am based in New York City, and I am affiliated with the Ganesh Temple of based in New York, Sri Mahabalabaganvi Devasthanam. There's a Pathashala there, the school, and I've been teaching there as a volunteer teacher for the past 20 years. We're always the traditional way of teaching, but after enrolling in 2 of the Gopiji's courses this year, actually, and maybe even one last year, I don't remember, but completed 2 of the courses and found that to be extremely useful for me, because I am a teacher mainly for teenage students, and almost exclusively teenage students. And it's a very challenging group to teach and to offer Bhagavad Gita. I was able to immediately incorporate in the syllabus for our academic year 2021-2022. Because Gita is a pretty high level of philosophy, it also surprisingly can help us on a day-to-day basis. Not surprisingly, can also offer help on a day-to-day basis. I was able to experiment with the course and started it in September. And lo and behold, 3 months later, tomorrow, December 19th, 13 of the kids got the guts to get together and put together a short program. And tomorrow they're going to have a program on YouTube that they have recorded it already, and they will put that on YouTube tomorrow, and we're all going to view it purely from an experiment and focusing on Rajas, Tamas, and Sattvic gunas. And the reward I got already is the kids are interested. Very difficult to get the kids interested in, particularly, I guess, in America. I don't know about Europe or India, but because they have attention span for most of the kids is about this much. But they said, Mohan uncle, already every time I'm reacting one way, I'm checking myself out. Is it rajasic, tamasic, or sattvic behavior? And that to me is a tremendous first step. And I wish I had this course when I was 13 years old, this kind of course. So with that, I don't want to take too long, Gopiji. If anything else, I'll be happy to add if you want me to. Otherwise, I pass on to the next speaker. You're muted, Gopiji.
Great. I would like to bring upon some of your feedbacks on the contents of this program and the structure of this program. And you already mentioned that it is aptly fitting today's young generation and particularly matching their attention span. How do you see the future of this? What's your hope or a kind of a vivid imagination about where we can reach or we should reach, maybe according to you?
Because the first attempt that I've done is with only 13 students, I hope to get it to about 25. We can't have a large group. It has to be a set number, maximum of 25. Also, it is my, I would say, effort at understanding my students and packaging it the way my own students, so to speak. Sorry, I sound possessive. The teaching Bhagavad Gita, the word "my" should come out. But anyway, I'm hoping that I can work with Gopiji and see whether he has any structured programs for teenagers, or will he develop and basically use them at the time for the students in our classes, which is age group 13 to 17. So that is my next goal after I experiment 1 or 2 of these. programs that we do. 3 months of teaching and then a program, and then 3 months of teaching another program. So I'll get a chance, I think, to do 2 of them this year. So we'll see how it goes, but definitely I will give you the feedback on a specific basis. You know, I don't hesitate to give feedback. And each and every student has expressed in different ways their interests. Some of them, 2 of them are actually learned Sanskritam at our school, and they are teaching assistants for Sanskritam. And from that to 2 of them who are absolutely close to zero attention span. So it is a wide, within the 13, there is a wide group with respect to interest, but all of them have contributed to the program in their own way. You could see their tamasic behavior, their rajasic behavior, and their sattvic behavior in the very presentation. So we can, next week's class, we will analyze their own presentation and say, hey, you tell me, what could you have done better? Is that, so that actually a practical lab kind of environment is what I hope to create with God's help.
Great. Thank you very much for those encouraging feedback and also a kind of support, and your involvement particularly is much, much appreciated. And I'm glad that we're all together in this, and we will definitely progress in our mission to reach more and more people with the message of Bhagavad Gita. Now I would like to move from New York and travel across the Atlantic, come to Europe, and where in the Denmark, we have in a temple, the Gita Vidya Kendra being inaugurated today. And I am glad that despite some hardships, a little small team and with little youngsters have put up a nice setup there with the posters, Gita Vidya Pradarshan, that we have created particularly for the spreading of this wisdom in a more systematic and interesting way. I would like to invite Amit, Amar, who is now there in Denmark. He can please give us a short introduction and take us through what they have done and what they are planning and aspiring together with Gita Vidya in their temple. Over to you.
Namaste, Rupaji.
Namaste.
Thank you all. We are from Denmark, and my name is Amar. On behalf of our mission and Manasamskruti, my daughter would explain it to you. I pass it on to my daughter, Dakshayani.
We are from Denmark, representing Manasamskriti organization. It is a religious organization working on establishing Hindu temples, community spiritual centers in Denmark. As per the statistics, there are thousands of Hindus who migrated to Denmark from various parts of the world like India, Sri Lanka, Nepal. Our main aim is to preserve and pass on our heritage to the next generations. We are extremely happy and privileged to collaborate with Glow Man Foundation and to promote its Gita Vidya program in Denmark. Our special thanks to Gopi V. Prasad Garu, the founder, president, and program designer of Gita Vidya course. We also extend our special thanks to Raj Kotli ji, President Bharati Mandir, allowing us to use the Mandir premises for the purpose. Thank you all.
Thank you. My main intention to pass on to my daughter is that we are very much focusing on involving as many children as possible in this program. Our Manasamskruti objectives are very much aligned with your motto and our objectives. So we are very glad, sir. Thank you for your opportunity. And we are really looking forward to work with you and promote this Gita Vidya program, which was designed by you. Thank you so much. And by the way, my younger daughter, Mandita, would like to present some shlokas. Maybe whenever possible before this meeting, please let us know so that she could present some shlokas for you. Thank you.
If she's ready, why not? We straight away get her. She's looking
Yeah.
gorgeous. Welcome. Share some shlokas. We'll be happy to listen to you right now.
Okay, thank you.
Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Partaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayana Swayam Yasena Graditam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshini Bhagavati Mastagashadhyayini Amba Tvamanasam dadami Bhagavad Gita Bhagavadveshini Bhagavad Gita Bhagavadveshini. Nakangshe Vijayam Krishna Racharajyam Sukhani cha Kinno Rajyena Govinda Kimbogai Jivite Nava Kimbogai Jivite Nava. Dehinosmin yada dehi kaumaram yavanam chara thada dehantara praptihi dhirasritranamuyati. Nainam chindanta sastrani Nainam dahati pavakaha na chainam kledayatyapo na shoshayati maritaha na shoshayati maritaha. Yada yada hi dharmasya Glanirvavati Bharata Abhyutanam Dharmasya Tadatmanam Sujamyaham Parisranaya Sadhuna Vinashaya Chadushkrutam Dharma Samstapanadaya Sambhavani Yuge Yuge Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Thank you all.
Thank you for the opportunity. I pass it on to Gopeji.
Thank you. So heartening, and thank you so much for bringing about that tenderness and enthusiasm to the whole of today's event. We thank you very much, Amit ji, for bringing up your family together and also other colleagues along with you to this temple in Denmark. Could you please give some background about this temple and how your organization, you are planning to go together with the temple hand in hand, how you want to spread across the message of Bhagavad Gita? Could you spontaneously share some of your thoughts and views?
So this temple has been established long ago. I mean, I did not remember exactly when it is, but it is renovated and reopened in 2008. And since then, I'm following very much this temple, volunteering activities happening in temple. We, as Denmark Telugu Association and Mana Samskriti, collaborating with the temple and spreading our Hinduism within the Denmark. And for this purpose also, we requested Mandir committee to use the premises to take it forward this activity. We're glad that they allowed us, and we would like to look forward with your planning of online courses, and we start promoting over here together with Bharati Mandir, trying to reach out as many students as possible.
Great. That sounds quite promising, and I thank you once again for this participation. And let's move across to my Germany, where I'm currently located. Little distance away from Hamburg, where I live, we have another city called Cologne, and from where we have Sri Ravish ji joining us along with his very enthusiastic team who are sitting waiting to announce the inauguration of Gita Vidya Pradarshan and Gita Vidya Kendra in Cologne, the Hindu Mandir. I welcome Ravish Kapoorji. Please tell us some details about this temple. You are in this temple for a long time, and you also have close contacts with the Hindu community in and around. And also your group has more temples in several other cities as well. So I request you to please come share some details about your introduction and tell us something about how you are planning to take forward Gita Vidya Kendra and Gita Vidya programs in your city through your temple. Over to you, Ravish Kapoorji.
Namaskar. अभी ठीक है?
अभी ठीक है.
हेलो.
Yes, Ravish ji, go ahead.
नमस्कार. आवाज आ रहा है?
आ रहा है.
हाँ, सॉरी थोड़ी सी टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम हो गई थी. तो रवीश कपूर, कोलोन जर्मनी से आपकी सेवा में मैं हाजिर हूँ. तो मैं सनातन हरिओम मंदिर का एज अ प्रेसिडेंट 2006 से यहाँ सेवा कर रहा हूँ कोलोन में. हमारी अफगान हिंदू सोसाइटी है. हम अफगानिस्तान से हैं, हिंदू अफगानिस्तान से, और यहाँ जर्मन में हमारी अच्छी बड़ी सोसाइटी है. सनातन हरिओम मंदिर यहाँ हम 1993 से स्थापना हुई थी, और 2007 में हमने ये जगह ली थी मंदिर बनाने के लिए, और 2013 में ये जगह हमने शुरू की थी मंदिर की नई बिल्डिंग बनाने के लिए, और अभी तक 95% ये जगह बन चुकी है. यहाँ पे हम टोटली अराउंड 220 मेंबरशिप है इस मंदिर में. और ये जगह जो बनी है, ये मंदिर जो बना है, हम के बाद ये पहला मंदिर है जो इतना बड़ा और सुंदर शानदार बना हुआ है. ऐसे ही हमारे कमेटी के सारे ही जो अफगान हिंदूज हैं पूरी जर्मनी में, उनके और भी मंदिर, हमारे और भी मंदिर हैं. हैम्बुर्ग में, एसन में, फ्रैंकफर्ट में, मुंशन में, स्टुटगार्ट में, और यहाँ कोलोन में एक और भी है अफगान हिंदू सोसाइटी के जो मंदिर है. यहाँ करीब हम 6,000 से ज्यादा हिंदूज जो हैं यहाँ जर्मन में बसे हुए. और हमारी एक सेंटर राट भी है. हमारे 9 मंदिर हैं. इन 9 मंदिर की एक सेंटर राट बनी हुई है जो हम उसके अंडर काम करते हैं सभी इकट्ठे. मंदिर में जो आप मेरी बैकग्राउंड में देख रहे हैं, हमारे मंदिर में यहाँ मूर्तियां की स्थापना हो चुकी है और यहाँ लोग आते हैं संडे को। हर संडे को हम यहाँ पे सत्संग होता है और दिन भी होते हैं छोटे, लेकिन संडे को जो है सत्संग बड़ा होता है, लोग आते हैं सारे। अभी तो पैंडेमिक चल रही है, लोग कम ही आते हैं, लेकिन वैसे ही लोग आते हैं। यहाँ हमारी शादियों का प्रोग्राम और दुखद प्रोग्राम सारे हम यहाँ मनाते हैं। हम बहुत भाग्यशाली है, इस चीज की हमें खुशी है कि गोपी जी ने जो प्रोग्राम पेश किया है, आगे जो शुरू किया है, हम भी इसमें भाग ले रहे हैं, हमारा मंदिर इसमें भाग ले रहे हैं और हमारे जो जवान है, बच्चे हैं, उनको कोई सीख मिल रही है। तो बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया गोपी जी। और इसके बारे में हमारे दोस्त हैं श्रीमान मनोहर गावा जी, जो आपके जो हमारा ये प्रोग्राम कैसे आगे जाएगा वो आपको सब कुछ बताएंगे। मैं देता हूँ श्रीमान मनोहर गावा जी को, और मेरी तरफ से सबको नमस्कार। जय श्री कृष्ण।
आपको आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। सबसे पहले रवेश जी का, जो उन्होंने मुझे इनवाइट किया यहाँ पे, और ये बहुत अच्छी बात है गीता जयंती पर। ये बहुत ज़रूरी भी है हम सब लोगों को। जो आपने किया है, मैं आपसे भी 2-3 दिन पहले इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ, आपसे बात करके मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा और हमें बहुत खुशी है कि हमारी कम्युनिटी आपके साथ इंट्रोड्यूस हुई और हमारे बच्चों के लिए। और जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि हमारा भी यही उद्देश्य है कि हम इस बहुत कठिन समय में जो दुनिया पे आया हुआ है, हम अपनी धारणाएं, अपना जो हमारी सभ्यता है, हमारा जो सनातन धर्म है, उसको प्रचारित करें, उसको आगे ले जाएं, खास करके अपने बच्चों को और अपने जवानों को, यूथ को इस तरफ आकर्षित करें। और ये इस समय में बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी है। मैंने आपके वेबसाइट में आपका जो प्रोग्राम है, इसको मैंने देखा। ये बहुत अच्छा आपने सोचा है कि बच्चे बचपन से ही इस पे इनको समझ में आए कि भगवत गीता क्या है, हमारा भगवत ज्ञान दर्शन क्या है। तो हम भी साथ में मिलके रवेश जी से, जैसे कि रवेश जी ने अभी बताया, हमारा सिर्फ ये सनातन हरि ओम मंदिर ही नहीं, और भी बहुत सारे मंदिर हैं। कोलोन में एक और मंदिर भी है, हम्बर्ग में है, कसल में है, और फ्रैंकफर्ट में है। तो ये सब कम्युनिटी भी, हम भी काफ़ी साल हो गए यहाँ पे एडजस्ट होते होते, तो समय कुछ हाथ से निकल भी गया है, लेकिन फिर भी जब भी हम शुरू करें अच्छा है। हम आशा करते हैं कि आगे जाके हम अपने यूथ को, अपने नौजवानों को भी इससे जोड़ेंगे। अगर हम आपके साथ जुड़ के इसमें आगे मिल के काम करें तो हमें बहुत अच्छा लगेगा। तो वैसे हमने सोचा है कि हम आगे कुछ करने वाले हैं। तो अगर मेरी आवाज़ सारे अफगान हिंदू सुन रहे हैं, तो मेरा भी उनसे निवेदन है कि इस बात के लिए हमें आगे आना चाहिए और साथ में मिलकर हमें इस सभ्यता को, अपने गीता दर्शन को, अपने वैदिक ज्ञान को, अपने सनातन धर्म को आगे ले आना चाहिए। तो अभी के लिए इतना ही, और भी आगे खड़े हैं। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद मनोहर गाबा जी और रवीश कपूर जी। आपने जिस उत्साह के साथ वहाँ पे मैं देख रहा हूँ, आप अपने बैकग्राउंड में सारे जो पोस्टर्स हैं गीता विद्या केंद्र का, उनको आपने बड़े ही प्यार से, प्रेम से, बड़े अच्छी तरीके से वहाँ पे लगा के रखे हैं। और जो एंथुजियाज्म मैं आप में देख रहा हूँ, इससे ये निश्चित है कि हम अपनी मनोकामना, जो भगवत गीता का मैसेज को आगे ले जाना, अपनी सारी कम्युनिटी में, बच्चों बड़ों सभी के बीच में इस ज्ञान को फिर से पुनर्जीवित करना जो हमारा उद्देश्य है। और गीता जयंती के आज के इस पावन अवसर पर जो 14 तारीख को था, आज हम 18 तारीख को इसका सेलिब्रेशन कर रहे हैं। भगवान श्री कृष्ण का आशीर्वाद हम सब पे है और हम जरूर आगे बढ़ेंगे इस दिशा में। Thank you very much for putting together such a nice exhibition on the background and sharing your thoughts about how you plan to take forward the Gita Vidya programs in your city, among your community, not only through your temple, but also engaging with other group temples of your community and your organization. Thank you very much, Ravish Kapoorji and Manohar Gabaji, and also your colleagues who are sitting in the background. Thank you all for taking your time and coming and participating in today's session. Now, I would like to go back to United States of America. We have another colleague who is at a very early morning for them right now. I think it's around 7 o'clock in the morning. And she is joining us, Mrs. Gita Patel, जो वहाँ के मंदिर में पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट रह चुकी हैं, and she is also participant in one of my courses in Hindu University of America, a silent participant but a very profound participant. Over to you, Gita Patel ji. Please share with us your experiences with the course, your learnings through this course, and your experience with the temple that you have been representing there and serving. How do you see the current situation, the relevance of our course, and the future of this course in your city among our communities? Over to you, Gita Patel ji. Your microphone is on mute.
Yeah. Namaste, Gopiji. I'm Gita Patel from Hanford. Hanford is between Los Angeles and San Francisco. It's a Central Valley. We have one Hindu temple in Fresno. And I've been involved at the temple quite a few years, doing different type of services there. My hope is we have some program going on for the children, but my really wish is that we start teaching Gita's message, through Gopiji. I would be interested I've been talking to the all rest of our board members to bring that program to Fresno. And personally, I'm from Africa, I was born in Africa, and lived in England. So my language power was very weak when it comes to, speak Gujarati, and I've been really wanting to learn Bhagavad Gita's message. And Gopiji has really been immensely helpful to me. I have learned a lot through this, my first course, and still learning. It's a long way, but my wish was, I wish I had done this when I was a child. I think it's easier to learn when you're young. So this program is so must for younger kids. And I'm a senior. So I'm really learning. And Gopiji has been a great, great teacher. He's a great teacher. I'm thankful to Gopiji. So I'm going to start working on to bring this program to our Hindu temple. And, we'll be working with you. Thank you very much. I've learned a lot. I'm going to keep on learning and keep on taking your class. Thank you.
So Gita Patel ji, why don't you give us some more highlights about the community that living around, how many of our Indians or Hindus are living? Give us some introduction. Maybe our colleagues from Europe would be eager to know how the Hindu community around your place is, how vibrant it is.
Okay, I live in the Central Valley, which is the farming community, and they produce here lots of fruits, which 70% of the fruits and nuts go to all the United States. Fruits means we have grapes, peaches, plums, I mean, you name it, except not a tropical fruit. We don't have a mangoes, we don't have the coconut, but rest of the fruits and nuts. And then Fresno is in centrally agriculture area. This is the biggest city in the Central Valley. And we, the whole Central Valley, we are situated near Yosemite Mountains in the foothills up here. And everything is really beautiful here. The Indians, we have a lot of farmers from northern part of India here. We have a lot of doctors, a lot of engineers in this community. And right now, what is happening, influx of a lot of bigger city like Los Angeles and San Francisco, San Jose, are moving into our Central Valley because it's not as crowded yet, and it's becoming. But we have our Hindu community is really growing. Before the COVID, 2 years ago, we had almost more than 1,000 people who attended our Diwali program, different Diwali program. At our temple, we have 2 priests. We just had one coming from South India. We have a lot of South Indian community. We have a lot of Northern Indian, so mixed community. So we have 2 priests right now, so to serve our community. So we are really growing. Our Indian community is really growing. We have a lot of gurudwaras here, almost 10 to 12 gurudwaras in the Central Valley. Being a farming community, there are a lot of farmers here, the Indian farmers. And it's been just beautiful settling in this Central Valley. Thank you.
Great. So that's a great thing, and we're glad that the Hindu community is flourishing together with the nature and together with the fruits around. जैसे कहते हैं कि फूले फले आगे बढ़े. So इसी तरह से उम्मीद करते हैं कि गीता विद्या program is also going to spread its wings and reach out to all our Hindu community brothers and sisters in United States of America, around your place and through your temple. Now we have had another 2 locations. One is Amsterdam, who are currently going through a small technical problem in joining. There is a Katha, Bhagavat Katha going on in the temple, where the Gita Vidya Kendra is going to be established. Mr. Avi Sharma, who is the founder and the main person behind this Shiva temple in Amsterdam, has recently joined us in this movement to spread the message of Bhagavad Gita. And they are going to set up Gita Vidya Kendra in their temple in Amsterdam, and also spread across Netherlands the courses through our website and our programs. We hope he will be able to join us as we are going through our program, and maybe we will have a chance to listen to him. The next place is Norway, where we have another temple, and Mr. Girish is supposed to join and is also having a little technical problem to join from there. There was recently some restrictions put up by the Norwegian government because of some rise in the COVID cases in their country. They had planned a meeting in the temple, but I guess because of this sudden change in the rules, the gathering has become a little bit difficult. However, Norway is also a country where we have sizable Indian and Hindu population, and the temple in Norway is going to be a center from which we are going to propagate the message of Bhagavad Gita, with the center established in the temple. The team is quite enthusiastic, quite dynamic, and I'm sure they will give their part of support and cooperation in spreading the message of Bhagavad Gita in Norway. With that, I would like to take this occasion For the benefit of our online participants who are watching us live on YouTube, there are people who have joined from India, from Europe, from America, who are watching us live on YouTube. And for their benefit, I would like to briefly cover some highlights about the Gita Vidya program, and also urge any of them, if they want this program to be initiated in their cities, in their countries, will be more than happy to support, to render all our tools and techniques in terms of spreading this course in their respective locations. We have a website that we have put together. I would like to take you through the website right now. And this has the entire information that one would need in terms of the course and the course details. What you see here now is the main homepage of Gita Vidya website. And as we scroll down, the first three video points, what you see is Gita Vidya Live. This is the place any of our live programs will be streamed. All we do is just give the address www.gitavidya.org and announce the time and the date when our program is going to be live. And one can just log into the homepage and join this live transmissions. We will be using this link also to conduct some of the online classes, which other temples and wherever the participants and students who are joining the course can attend to some of the faculty directed learning programs, the teachings through this particular live streaming link. And below that, we have the structure of the course. The main basis of our program are three aspects, as you see on the screen, and they are part of an education model that I have created, which I call as G education. And in G education, we have three main aspects. And the sutra, the sentence that I use is Traividya Chatussiksha Panchamedha. That is the rule or principle or the equation based on which I have constructed the whole of the education model. Traividya is three component learning, and that is what you see on the screen: sadhana, sodhana, and vadana. These are the three components of learning that is part of Traividya. And as you see in sadhana, this is where we absorb new learnings, either by self-study or through faculty-directed learning. Sadhana is part where the student interacts or self-learns and absorbs the new knowledge. Sodhana is where he explores further the knowledge that is absorbed in sadhana process, is explored further by investigating deeper and connecting with other related publications and topics and materials. So that is the sodhana process. And then the last part is vadana, where by way of debates and presentations, one applies the wisdom that they have learned in sadhana and sodhana and applies that to the real life, to the challenges of real life, to the problems of real life, and makes use of the wisdom that is gained through sadhana and sodhana. So sadhana, sodhana, vadana as three components are enriching our students in the process of learning any new knowledge, and in this case, particularly the Gita Vidya. The next component is Traividya Chatussiksha. So Chatussiksha is where it is more of a coaching, which is a personal coaching where we find out if somebody is lagging behind or falling short in terms of the required progress. Then we go and check by 4 different components where we are going to divide the whole content into 4 parts. One is Shlokas or sutras. We kind of check Are they able to memorize or recite or kind of know what these sutras are? Are they familiar with these sutras or shlokas? The second is where we kind of, another part of it is meaning of it, bhava. Have they understood the particular shloka? So that is the second part that we check. The third part is swarupa, rupa, where we have the graphic illustrations, and we check if they are able to understand or absorb these graphic illustrations, and are they able to relate the knowledge through these graphic illustrations. And then the last part is dharana, so or application. So are they lagging behind in applying the knowledge? So we kind of check from 4 different test methodologies where somebody is lagging behind in the progress, and that is called Chatusiksha. Panchamedha is based on the 5 senses of the body. The human intellect, as we gather more and more knowledge through our life, is actually coming through all our senses. We see something, that becomes our Drushya Medha. We hear some sounds, and that becomes our Shabda Medha. We smell some odors, and that becomes our Gandha Medha, and Sparsha Medha and Ruchi Medha in the same way. So one of the ways to involve with new learning is to apply as many senses as possible in the process of learning. And the second way is to check from all these 5 aspects the whole intellect, the information that has been gathered. So this is the education model. I call it as G education, Trividya, Chatusiksha, Panchamedha, and within which we have modules or courses. So what you see on the screen is the 4 courses that we have: Deha, Gnana, and Yoga. These are selected shlokas from Bhagavad Gita. The Deha module talks about the material body and the psychic body, mainly the outer aspects of the human being. Gnana module is where we have 6 dimensions of the divine wisdom: physical wisdom, social wisdom, occupational wisdom, mental wisdom, and spiritual wisdom. So these are the 6 dimensions of wisdom that are in Gnana. And Yoga is the 4 paths of yoga in Bhagavad Gita. So put together, Deha has 49 shlokas and 6 lessons in it. Gnana has 51 shlokas and 6 lessons in it. Yoga has 40 shlokas and 5 lessons in it. Put together, it is 17 thematic topics or lessons with a collection of 140 key shlokas from Bhagavad Gita. That is the total content of this course. And this is what we are providing through online and through the centers that we are now establishing in all different countries. Each course has a separate page. One can go through the details of the course. Now I would like to highlight a little bit about the course material. Now, what kind of material do we have for learning? So we have 3 types of material for learning. One is textbooks. We have transliteration textbooks made available in 24 different languages, 12 Indian languages and 12 world languages. And then we have workbooks to interact, to apply, to get some activity-based learning in it through workbooks. And we have guided audios to recite and practice the pronunciation of the Bhagavad Gita shlokas. So these are the textbooks, as you see, the PDFs, and you can see they're all available in 12 different Indian languages: Bengali, Oriya, Gujarati, Punjabi, Hindi, Sanskrit, Kannada, Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, Marathi, and Urdu. All you need to do is just click on the particular, for example, just I click on Tamil, and then the whole of the course material is available in Tamil script. The shlokas are Sanskrit shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, but written in Sanskrit script. making it convenient for one to read these shlokas and memorize or rewrite these shlokas. All the shlokas that you see in our textbooks will have the number here, which has two aspects in this number. The first is the chapter number in Bhagavad Gita. So when we say 15:13, 15 here is the chapter in Bhagavad Gita. 13 is the shlokas number in that chapter. So this shloka is from 15th chapter, and this is 13th shloka in 15th chapter. So that way you can identify or locate these shlokas in the Bhagavad Gita, and you can also go through their meanings and word by word meanings and everything in any Bhagavad Gita. They're all universally the same numbers across any Bhagavad Gita. So that's about the textbooks and workbooks. I will come back to it. Let me show the guided audios first. So we have the shlokas in two formats. We have guided chanting audios and guided practice videos. By clicking this, one can listen to the pronunciation of the shlokas. Punyo gandah prutivyam cha tejaschasmi vibhavasau Jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasvishu. And one can also download these audios from the website and store them in their mobile phone or any other device and listen to them even without internet connectivity. So that's how the audios are made available. The videos is where the shloka is divided into parts so that the pronunciation of the words in the shloka can be done one at a time. Lesson 1, the nature. Punyo gandha Pruthivyamcha Tejaschasmi Vibhavasau Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu Tapaschasmi Tapasvishu Yadaditya. That's the kind of word by word pronunciation of the shlokas for easy practice. And now I would like to show the workbooks. I stop sharing the screen and come back to the camera mode. So we have three main workbooks, Deha, Jnana, and Yoga. So that is the Deha workbook. And then we have Jnana, and then we have Yoga. So let me show how these books are going to be. And when you open the book, you see inside the book a kind of graphic illustration about the shloka. And these graphic illustrations are related to the shlokas that are given in the bottom. And next to the shloka, you will also find a QR code, by scanning which you can reach to the recitation of these shlokas. And then to the other side of the page, you have the shloka number and 2 lines empty. So what you see the shlokas in this side of the page are written in the Devanagari script, Sanskrit. And the same can be downloaded in multiple languages from our website. And the shlokas in that particular language. So somebody, if they have downloaded the Telugu script of the shlokas, can rewrite the shloka, copyright the shloka in Telugu here, thereby practicing the writing of the shloka. And so that's how the workbooks are designed. And these workbooks are for the practice purpose. So that's how the course material is going to be useful in gaining the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita through our course. And more details are available on the website, and anybody can reach us through the contact for any further information. with that brief introduction about the course and about the website, I would like to close today's session. And before closing, I just like to have a quick last words from our participants from wherever they are. So let me start again from Denmark, and then we go over to Cologne, and then America, and then close today's session. So Amar from Denmark, are you able to listen? Can you share your last words and comments for today's session, how your experience has been? And after Amar, then we go to Ravish Kapoorji, who will also give his last comments for today, and then Gita Patelji, and then we close out today's session. Yes, over to you, Amar.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for giving the opportunity, and it's very clearly elaborated. Thank you. Thank you so much. And the website that you designed, the course is very impressive. I think it's quite easy to follow also. And thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Very good. Ravish ji, are you able to listen? So your last comments or words, आपने अभी हम क्लोज कर रहे हैं थोड़ी देर में सेशन को, आप अपनी तरफ से जो कंक्लूजन में कुछ शब्द बताए।
कंक्लूजन में तो कुछ नहीं है, सब कुछ फर्स्ट अच्छा चल रहा है, बेटर इससे अच्छा और हो नहीं सकता। जो हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि अपने बच्चों के लिए, अपनी नई जनरेशन के लिए कुछ करें, जो इससे अच्छा और कुछ नहीं हो सकता। और हम आपके साथ हैं, हम मिलजुल के, सभी मिलजुल के इस चीज को आगे ले जाएंगे जरूर।
Thank you very much. Over to you, Gita Patel ji.
Thank you so much for putting up this beautiful program with separate pronunciation and then reciting and separating with your girls, beautiful girls. That has helped me a lot, and I know that it's going to really enhance this teaching in our temple. So I'm working on it, and hopefully we should start soon. And I'm looking forward to that. And your presentation has been an excellent learning for me too. Thank you.
Thank you. So then thank you from my side to one and all who have taken their time out today on a weekend and been part of this particular little presentation that we have put together. We're right bang on time. We started at 3:30 and now it's 4:30 in Europe. And also in India, it's from 8 to 9. We scheduled today's session and we are closing it on dot at scheduled time. And this is one of the important aspects that we also inculcate in our course materials. We give the chance to our participants to self-schedule their calendar. One can fix when they want to learn. So that is the unique approach that we have taken. One can prepare their own calendar of how they want to make use of their time whenever they are free, and they structure it and accordingly make use of the learning material. We have also made the evaluation process quite easy and transparent. All they have to do is to recite and upload the shlokas through our website, and they get certificates for having completed these modules, Deha, Jnana, and Yoga. So after the 3 programs they have completed, they will be getting a felicitation, a memento from our side. And this is a kind of an appreciation. What I urge the temples that who are participating today is, once we have our students from nearby community in your place going through these courses and completing these courses, the awarding of certificates, if we can do it in the temple during any of the functions, any that temple keeps on celebrating so many festivals, Navratri, Diwali, Ugadi, and etc. So if we can kind of schedule the presentation or awarding these certificates on that occasion, and give these awards to the children or to the people who have completed in presence of the gathering in the temple, and thereby giving a feel of pride, एक करने का जो उन्होंने साहस किया, जो समय लगाया, उसका एक सही प्रमाण में एक सम्मान जनक हम इस सर्टिफिकेट को मंदिर के समक्ष सारे सदस्यों के समक्ष में अगर उनको दे सकते हैं, वो मेरे ख्याल से बहुत अच्छा होगा. That will be a great motivation and support and encouragement to all others to also take up these kind of courses. With those words, I like to once again thank you all. Namaste, and look forward to working together with you all. Namaste.